Hi everybody, my name is Tammy Sansai and I talk about mental health all the time. So I work with the Jamaica Mental Health Advocacy Network, aka JaMHAN. Follow us everywhere at JaMHAN_JA. Shameless plug. And I really wanted to just address a little bit of a pushback that we're getting on social media regarding our upcoming event called Men Are Trash? Question mark. So really, I can understand why we're having this backlash, and it's because we said that no women are allowed in this space. So the panel is all men and the attendees will be men as well. The panel will also not be moderated by a woman. However, we will be in the room. So members of the JaMHAN team, most of whom are psychologists, psychiatrists, trained counselors and advocates and activists and volunteers, mental health volunteers, we will also be present in the room. We will be fielding questions online. We're not going to go live because we want to create a safe space for the men, and not to say that if women are in this space, then it is automatically unsafe. That's not the idea. And again, I can understand the sarcasm, I can understand the jeering, I can understand, the passion and all the sentiments that are coming up. The idea is really, as I said before, to have men alone work on this issue that affects us as women without having us as women do the emotional labor to educate them on what they're doing wrong. Put them in a room together, have them figure it out, have them flesh it out, have them talk it through, have professionals weigh in where necessary, and hopefully that will kind of get them in the mindset then to really process the trauma that women experience at the hands of men and the hands of the system that is mainly misogynistic and patriarchal, that oppresses women. And yeah, that's really it. So take women out of the equation, so no emotional labor on that front. No shouting match, no me versus you, just these are the issues that women have, these are the things that women are saying. How are we as men going to do things differently? How are we going to put ourselves in a position to better understand these issues so that we can address them? That's really what it is. And the idea of not having women there is not a discriminatory thing at all. It's really just to avoid having it blow up into a massive conflict, man versus woman, male versus female, he say, she say, without actually getting anywhere. That has been tried many times. Can't really say that it has worked. Now I understand that, and even for me, when the idea came up, I was very skeptical, and I do still have my personal thoughts and feelings about it. However, when the entirety of the vision was explained to me, I understood the need to try something new or to try something different in this instance. So women, we have been arguing, we have been crying, we have been pleading, we have been begging, we've been badgering, we've tried everything. So far, we're not really seeing where everybody is, I guess, coming to an agreement on this matter. Also, there is the issue of men, a lot of men totally misconstruing or misunderstanding the whole idea of men are trash and that what that sentiment really comes from. So in getting them in a room, we're gonna have men explain shit to each other and argue it out with each other and talk each other through the toxic, patriarchal, misogynistic things that they can say. Point these things out to each other, iron them out together, work them out, ask the questions that need to be asked. Yeah. So really, as I say, I understand the pushback. However, we're just trying something new. We're trying something new, and this is the first. So there will be other discussions that include women, but we were thinking that for the initial discussion, simplify it completely for the men. Put them in a room and let it just be them, and see how that impacts the mindset, how that impacts the conversation, how or if that changes anything. And that's really what it is. Of course, if you're a woman and you have concerns, you have pointers, you have questions that you would like to be raised, you have suggestions and so on, you can submit them. You can either DM them to us, or you can, tag us or something in whatever the question is that you would like to be asked, or you can ask a man that you know is gonna be there to represent for you and ask the question for you. So it's not a complete lockdown where that is concerned. And I hope that you give us a chance to try something, give us a chance to test it out and see what happens, and tweak from there. That's really what we're trying to do. We're trying to open the door. We're trying to have conversations, and we're trying to see if a new approach could give new insight and provide a breakthrough that is well needed and not really happening right now. So that's really what I wanted to say. Final thing, unrelated to the Men Are Trash panel discussion on Men's Day, and that is about now personally for me, which is that I am going to be basically hibernating. I am not gonna be reachable by DM. And it's important for me to say this because I get a lot of requests from people who have mental health issues, who have really critical mental health issues. And some of them, because I don't know them personally, they reach out to me by DM. As of today, I will not be checking my DMs. I'm not going to be online a lot. I am dealing with some medical issues and I'll need some time to do this. So I am going to be coming on periodically to check things, but I will not be posting and I will not be in my inbox every day as usual. So if it is a dire mental health need that you have, please either ask JaMHAN at JaMHAN_JA, or look on the resources tab in the JaMHAN highlights on the Instagram account, or if you're on Twitter, then it would be a pinned tweet. Facebook similarly. Look for the resources related to your parish under those tabs or in those areas. Or more simply, you can just DM JaMHAN, which is at JaMHAN, JaMHAN_JA, and you will be directed to the resource that works best for you based on the specific need that you have. I will personally not be able to field those kind of requests because I have to take some time for myself. I have to take the time that I need to fully recover, and also to reduce my stress levels as much as possible while I'm doing this. And as much as I enjoy doing mental health work, it does take a whole lot out of me, especially if it is intercepting when someone has suicidal ideations or any other kind of dire mental health need. I'm saying this because I'm being fully transparent that I have a legit anxiety around somebody who has this kind of dire challenge DMing me, and I don't get to it in time, and then something terrible happens and I feel really guilty that I wasn't able to help them. However, I am learning to be better with my own self-care, and I recognize that I have to be there for myself before I can be of any real use to others. And yeah, it's a tough decision, but I can't take on these kinds of requests right now. Once I come back online, like fully on stream, I will let you guys know. I'm also not going to be doing any performances or any public speaking engagements for the rest of the year because I need to, again, take care of my health. So I won't be doing any readings, I won't be hosting any events, I will not be speaking on any panels or anything like that. From now until the end of the year, it's just going to be me taking care of myself and making sure that I get back to full health. And I really thank you guys for considering me for the things that you do consider me for. And I look forward to working with you when I am fully back on stream. Take care of yourself. Take the time that you need for yourself. And I'm going to also tag other mental health resources in the caption so that in my absence there are people you can speak to, or people who can point you in the right direction of what you need. Yeah, so big up on yourself and thank you. Take care.